everybody, and welcome to A Stylish Life. My name is ShaKayla Diamond, and today I'm back with another episode of Entrepreneurship 101. I believe this is episode 4. This is my second time actually recording this video because I was trying to clear storage on my camera and I deleted the clips by mistake, so I have to re-record. But it's okay, it is what it is. So I want to start off by telling you how to market when you're starting, because you can have a great product, but if you don't have great marketing, it doesn't matter how good your product is. So it is very important to have great marketing and to make sure that your delivery is good, especially when starting out, because you want to be able to capture your customer and make them see, yes, you have a great product, but all around you're a great brand. So the first thing that I feel is great when starting, is necessary, when starting marketing and when starting your business, is social media. Social media, because it's free, it's one of your best friends when marketing. You don't have to pay for, you can pay for ads, but you don't have to. The basic services of the app are free, and you can get in front of a lot of different people. If you're promoting correctly and consistently, you can gain a great following that will begin to see your product and what your business can do and what you stand for and what your brand stands for, and allows you to just promote in front of a mass amount of people. And it's free. Use your free resources and learn how to use your free resources and what you have before you start trying to use everything else. Use what comes free to you, and there are a lot of free tools. And in one of my last Entrepreneurship 101 videos, I told you what free tools can help you in business. So yeah, social media is very important. Me personally, for my businesses, I use Instagram for the most part for everything, because, and I do promote on my own Twitter, but as far as business pages for my particular businesses, I use Instagram because my businesses are very visual. So visual content is best used on Instagram, and the people that I market to are mainly on Instagram compared to any other social media. So when you're using social media, you do want to decide which app is best for what you're doing, how you're doing it, and who your customer is and who your target audience is. Also, pause, don't mind that out there, somebody online doing something, I don't know, but nonetheless, pick which social media works for you. I personally like Instagram a lot more than the rest of the social medias, especially for businesses and growing clients and a clientele and selling a product. I prefer Instagram. So you probably will hear me refer a lot to Instagram in this video when it comes to talking about social media, so don't mind that. It's just rolls off my tongue easiest. But yeah, social media is very important to you. Pick which social media platform works best for you and your company, and it's not to say don't use the others, because you want to make sure you're present on all social media platforms if possible, but the one that is specific to your target audience and will get in front of your audience the quickest, you want to make sure that you're putting your all in your best into that particular social media platform. But yeah, social media is one huge thing when it comes to marketing, especially because we are in a huge digital age. So even with businesses that are already started, you will see them big on social media and digital, and that's why they're bringing in new CEOs and new marketers to figure out how can they get in front of these clients with this quickly changing digital marketing. Things move so fast that you want to be able to keep up. So social media is very important. If you don't know how to do it yourself, hire someone to do it. In another Entrepreneurship 101 episode, I talked about delegating and hiring people. If you have the money, or even if you have to pull it from somewhere else, if this is something that is important to you, which it should be, you need to pay for it if you don't know how to do it, or learn how to do it and just strictly do it for your business. You don't have to like it outside of your business, but for your business, learn how to do it. So either put the time to work your social media correctly yourself, or hire a social media manager. Social media managing is something that I do as well in content creation and things like that, and I'm a digital marketer, so If you want to hire me, you can email me at ShaKaylaE@yahoo.com, or go on my social media at keepingupwithK_. I do a lot of social media planning for my 2 businesses, and at Stylish Life Academy is one of my businesses that is very focused on the aesthetics and how things look and being visually appealing. But I do it for other entrepreneurs, and I have done it for other entrepreneurs and small businesses. So if you want to find a social media manager, I am one that you can look into, but there are others. Everybody's prices are different, but it is important, if you don't know how to do it, then you need to hire somebody who can, because you don't want to have a great product and then fall off because nobody is intrigued by the eye of what your business looks like. Because like I said, you can have a great product, but if your marketing is trash, it doesn't matter. So it's usually most times who has the best marketing over who has the best product, because you just have to be intriguing. There's so many things happening on social media that there's so many things trying to catch a customer's eye. You want to be the one that really sticks out. People are bombarded with so much information and so many different things daily through the internet and social media that you want to be the one that sticks out. You want to be the person that when they think about getting on Instagram, they want to check to see what you're doing and what your business has posted recently and what you have going on. You want to be able to create a tribe and a following that loves your products, that trusts what you have to say, that you have a relationship with them and everything like that. So that's one thing, social media. The next one is word of mouth. So even though we are in a huge digital age, like I keep saying, word of mouth is still very, very important, and it is the most important form of marketing that there is. Because if Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all of those places decide, oh, okay, we did this for a while, we're done, you don't want to be left high and dry because what? You only focused on Instagram, and so all of your customers are on Instagram. Just like when MySpace and stuff like that was still around. I know when a lot of people who, you know, didn't look for any other social media platforms, they were out of luck when MySpace ended. So you want to make sure that you are ahead of the game, and that can happen by you spreading word of mouth, getting in front of your audience in person, letting them see your face, being able to explain to people face to face what your brand is, what you stand for, what you sell, how they can get it, what your website is, how much do your products cost, how long have you been doing it, if it's a product, what's in it, if it's a service, how do you do it, what can you offer me that I can't get from anywhere else, why do you need me, like, you know, things like that. You want to be able to spread the word and have a good reputation outside of social media. You also want there to be good word of mouth reputation from other customers to other people, because people trust reviews of others. Of course, with it being your business, you're going to advocate for it and, you know, push for it as if it's the greatest thing that there is, but you want customers that can attest to that as well, just to show that yes, you are telling the truth and, you know, your product does hold up to everything that you're talking about. You want someone to use your product or your service and then go tell their friend, and then that friend tells a friend. That creates good word of mouth reputation and good word of mouth marketing, guerrilla marketing, for people to know who you are. That's what guerrilla marketing is, word of mouth marketing. It was the first form of marketing that there is. Just because there's something new that has come along, you don't want to forget about what started it all, which was word of mouth marketing. So like I said, you want to make sure, one, that you get in front of your customer and that you are able to talk about what you offer and who you are and what your business is to everybody, but also that your customer can attest to you to other people, and those other people refer somebody, and they refer somebody, and they refer somebody, and then, you know, look, you got 50 clients because your word of mouth marketing was just as good as your social media. You don't want to be good on social media then in person and you like, this the same thing. Or you good on social media, know what you're talking about on social media, then when you get in front of people, they're like, okay, so this is a little different than what I expected. So word of mouth marketing is very important. Also, it's free. Again, 2 things that are free: your own mouth, other people's mouths, and social media. The basis of those apps are free, so use it, and they're the easiest ways. You can easily get on your phone, laptop, iPad to use social media, and you can literally just go to places where your customers are, open your mouth and speak. Easy. Yes, it may take like, it's not always easy because everybody is not an extrovert, and I'm not an extrovert, I'm an introvert. But when it comes to my business, I do try to talk to people about it, have passionate conversations about what it is that I do, even if it's not with everybody in the room, maybe at least 1 or 2 people in the room, exchange of business cards. You know, you don't have to be the social butterfly, but if you should be able to at least get out of your comfort zone to talk about what your business is and what you do, because you are your brand ambassador until you have enough pull to hire others. But you are your own brand ambassador. And even when you have other brand ambassadors, even when you are a huge company with employees and everything like that, you still want to be a brand ambassador for your company because it is your company. You don't want to be the CEO that just has the title and now what? You don't even care about the business or what you do because you've gotten a title and you are known as the owner of this brand. You don't just want to have that title. You want to be the person who is in front of that brand, who's pushing for that brand, who's, you know, doing the groundwork and the hard work and the behind the scenes work to make sure that everything still runs smoothly. So next is, don't stop promoting your social media. Be consistent. So like I said before, consistency is key. It might take somebody 6 times to see something before they actually interact with it. They might see a picture 6 times. They might see a post 6 times that says, contact me for your services, contact me for my service, contact me for my services, or buy this product, buy that product. But it might take them 6 times before they really say, all right, I'm gonna buy this product. You know, a lot of people may see something for the first time and not decide that they're going to go purchase it. They may have to see it again to make sure that you're consistent and that this is real and that this is something I should be interested in. So you want to make sure that you're continuously in front of your customer. And from personal experience, it may get discouraging. You may feel like, oh, nobody's looking or nobody's watching, but more people are watching than you know. They may not like everything, they may not comment on everything, they may not repost, but I've had, me personally, it happens all the time when I'm out in public and stuff, and the people I know that I may not talk to that often, they're like, oh my god, I love what you're doing, I love when you posted this, or on your blog when you said this, or in your YouTube video when you said that, or you know, when you posted this a few years ago, or when you did this work. Like, they bring up those things and you're like, oh wow, you saw that? Like, because just because they didn't like it or something like that doesn't mean that they didn't see it, you know. So you just never know who's watching, because people are always watching. No matter if you see that they're watching or not, they're always watching. So you just want to remain consistent and remain true to what you're doing, because one thing that people can say about me is that I'm very consistent. Yes, I'm hardworking, but I am also very consistent, and it's not always happy and flowers, and I might not always feel like I'm getting the recognition that I would think with all the consistency I've been giving, but I don't give up. So that's what, you know, keeps pushing forward. You just can't give up. It may not always look pretty, it may not always be rewarding at the moment, but you have to keep pushing forward and don't give up, because you just never know what could happen. So just keep promoting, keep being consistent, keep just doing what you're doing, and the people will come. Literally, the people will come. It might take 5 years, it might take 10 years. You might have had to be doing this for 5-6 years before you get that one break. You might have had to been doing this for 6 years before you get that thousands of subscribers or followers. You might have to, you know, keep doing this for years before you get the things, the reoccurring sales and things like that. It takes time, so you just have to be patient and just don't give up. If it's your passion, you won't give up. If you're not passionate about it, you will easily give up, but if it's your passion, you won't give up. You just have to stick it out. Stay down till you come up is really what it is. Just stay down until you come up, and when you come up, it's going to be worth it, because people may be asleep, but they will wake up, and people might not be asleep, but they might want you to think they sleep, and then they might be like, oh yeah, blah blah, and you're like, oh, you was up for that, you know. So stay down until you come up. Sorry that y'all are getting like this drastic change of lighting. Like, the sun is moving, so therefore like it's messing up the light, and I had to open the blinds. That's why you kind of see like the blinds across here. We just gonna have to work with it. But yeah, so the next thing is post new and old work. So like I mentioned before, you may have new followers, you may have had people who didn't see it when you first posted it. Also, with the algorithm on Instagram, your followers may not even see your post on their timeline. So, and also, like, stuff is posted from like days prior and not just from that one day. So you have to just keep posting new and old work, because like I said, people may not have seen it. Maybe they were following you the first time you posted it, they just didn't catch it. Because also with the stories at the top, it shows like your most frequently watched followers, and you have to keep scrolling to see everybody else, but it'll for the most part show the same people each time, like the same like amount of people for your first row each time. So you want to keep posting new and old work, because you just never know who's watching, who didn't see it before. And then, like I said before, it takes people like 6 times to see something before they're like, okay, I'm a participator, okay, I'm a purchase, you know. So you just want to keep being persistent, being consistent. I know you might be like, oh, I'm tired of posting this new work, and oh my god, I know people probably think, why I should keep posting this, but don't care about what other people think. Post your old work, keep doing it. Even if you know, have new work, post that too. Post both the new and the old. This light is really bothering me. Okay, I kind of fixed it. Okay, I kind of fixed it. This video real good, but I kind of fixed it. I turned on my ring light. I tried to close the blinds. You still can kind of see it. That's what these little stripes are, but it's okay. We're pushing through. So anyway, back to what we were saying. So the new and the old work, you want to continue posting it, because you don't know who wasn't following you when you first posted it. Also, you don't know how many times those people need to see it before they're like, okay, I'm just gonna do it, I'm just gonna follow, I'm just gonna subscribe, I'm just gonna purchase, I'm just gonna book. You know, you just never know. So you just want to keep posting. You want to continue to get new work, yes, but if you don't have any newer work, you want to post the old work, just so people see that you're still active, that you're still doing it, that you're still passionate, that you're still in it. So you want to keep posting that new and old work, no matter who like it, who doesn't like it, somebody will. Utilize stories daily. So like I said, Instagram algorithm is very messed up. It's no longer in chronological order. So something that's on your timeline could be from 3 days ago, and then you could have something that's from a few minutes ago. You just never know. So you do want to use your stories daily, because that's the one thing that people see every day. It's the one thing that lasts for 24 hours. They don't have to go to your feed. You can post things on your feed, from your feed to your story, that makes people go to your profile. So use your stories daily. Post things like behind the scenes, packaging orders, content from your feed, all types of things on your stories. Just utilize those new features on Instagram to keep your business booming, because just because the timeline is no longer in chronological order does not mean that all things are, you know, unavailable, or, you know, you shouldn't feel defeated. There's still ways to reach your audience in a timely manner. Next is provide valuable content. So you can be doing all the marketing, all the promoting, but if your content is bad, nobody will care. So you want to have good, intriguing, captivating content that's making people like, oh my god, that's so interesting, or oh my god, wow, I need to get behind this brand. Like, one person who's a great marketer with great content is Mingli. She owns Snob Life Hair Company, and she does these commercials and promotion videos that are like mini movies. And she honestly is the person who has led people into doing these types of marketing and promotions. She is somebody who really will captivate you. Like, you'll see it and really be interested, like, when is the rest coming out, or be like, oh wow, like I need to go order this hair, and it's like you don't even know nothing about the hair, but you're intrigued and brought in because the content was good. You want to make sure that the things that you're posting on your social media are good, intriguing, making people want to comment, making people want to like, making people want to repost. You just want to make sure that your content is good. And like I said before, if you don't know how to do it, hire somebody that will. There are free tools where you can create content without having to pay for it. And that was something that I listed and stated in the free tools for business video that I did before. But make sure that your content is good. Make sure that it is eye-catching, because that is the #1 thing for marketing. It has to be eye-catching in order for people to be interested. Okay, so another thing after providing valuable content is connect with your followers and build relationships and trust. So one person who's really good at doing that is Mia Ray. She has her brand, Glamaholic Lifestyle. She has the G Hive, which is what she calls her supporters and the people who follow behind her brand and love what she's doing. You want to connect with the people who follow you to build those relationships, to make sure that when you say something, they trust you. When they're coming to social media, they're wondering what you're doing. When you ask them questions, you are when they ask you questions, you're interactive with them, you're answering them, you're commenting back to them. It's like you're their cousin, their auntie, just their friend. That's what the relationship you want to create between you and the people who follow you. You want them to be able to feel like you're that everyday person who is there to help them, not just somebody who is a person selling a product that you want them to buy. So you have to make sure that you're able to be that person that is their go-to, that you create that relationship, that you are having communication and you just aren't only worried about their dollar, but who they are and what they like, their hobbies, their interests. You want to build those relationships. That way it's like a mutual, like virtual friendship or virtual relationship, to where they're like, oh, I love her, and they're telling their friends, and their friends are following you, and their family is following you. And I feel like Mia Ray is a person who has really done that, and that is very important when creating a loyal customer base, because they're always going to come back. They're always going to purchase whatever you're selling. It doesn't matter if you sell some toothpaste. They want to buy it because they trust that you will give them a great product, and they trust who you are, and they like who you are. Because a lot of people don't buy products, they buy brands, and they buy people. They buy into who you are, not really what your product is most of the time. So that's very important, to make sure that you are building relationships, having good contact and connections with the people who follow you and the people who purchase from you and things like that. Something just as small as when somebody purchases, you're sending them a personalized email, or saying a happy birthday to a customer because you got their birthday from when they subscribe to your websites. Things as simple as that really go a long way. They really make a person feel like, I'm going to come back here because I feel comfortable and I feel safe. Okay, so another thing is direct your customers to your website. So like I keep reiterating, social media could disappear tomorrow. So you don't want to base your entire business off of social media, and then if Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg decides to, oh, I don't want to do Facebook and Instagram anymore. Now all of your customers, all of your promotion, all of your content, all of your everything, all of your customer data is gone. You need to use Instagram and use social media, yes, but direct it to your website. Make sure that your Instagram is directing clicks to your website, likes to your website, directing people to want to be a part of your subscription service, and adding in their information so that you're able to email them, maybe able to have their address so that you can send them personalized things from when they place their order. Maybe when you start creating new products, you're able to send them samples. You want to be able to have that customer data and information and be able to direct people to your website outside of social media. So you want, yes, your social media presence to be thriving, but also your website presence to be thriving, the views on your website to be thriving. Because like I said, they could decide tomorrow, we don't want to do Instagram and Twitter anymore, or Facebook. We've had enough. This was cute, it was fun while it lasted, but now we're over it. We're ready for the next thing. So direct it to your website. Have a newsletter for people to sign up for. Send them a thank you and welcome email. Pay attention. Have the services so that you can pay attention to what products on your website they're looking at, what types of content they like on your on your website, what's getting the most views. Like I said, their address or their email or their hobbies or their interests, or what things they gravitate to. Be able to just connect that information from your website, so that you are always able to connect with your customer, no matter if you have social media or not, or if there will be an Instagram or a Facebook. And like I said, I'm sorry about this light, y'all, but there's nothing I can really do about it. So yes, direct people to your website. That is very important. Your website is more important than your social media, I'm telling you. Because what if they decide we don't want to do this? I don't want you to be hurt and can't get in contact with your customers because you don't use your website. I'm sorry, and I do need to do better with this as well. I'm just giving y'all tips, but I'm also listening to myself as well. But you need to have a good website. You need to have a working website. When you tell them click the link in your bio, the link needs to actually work. Your website still needs to be relevant. Your domain needs to be paid for. It needs to be up to date. Your website needs to have up-to-date information. You need to make sure that everything, when you're telling them to click that link in your bio, that the link is clickable. You really want to make sure that everything is working. You want to make sure that your website is easy to navigate, easy for them to get where they're trying to go, easy for them to check out, easy for them to purchase. You want to make sure that everything is running smoothly. You want to try to have personalized emails if you can that say thank you so and so for subscribing to our newsletter, yada yada yada. Maybe create a name for the people who sign up for your newsletter, like how YouTubers call their subscribers a certain name. Maybe do that for your website. You just want to make sure that everything runs smoothly outside of social media. Social media can be the starting point. It could be how they found you, could be you know, what they look at the most from you, but you want to make sure that they know what your website is and that they're checking it out. So yeah, make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to do. Next is, if you have over 10K followers, utilize the swipe up feature. I hate that they don't. I mean, I hate that they only allow people with 10,000 followers to use this feature, but it is what it is. It's Instagram. So the feature where on your story you can post something and then say swipe up, that is like literally the best feature there is, and that's why I'm so mad that if you can only use it if you have 10,000 followers, because I talk about a lot, link in bio, click this, click that, and it would be so much easier if I could just use the swipe up feature. But if you have 10,000 followers, make sure you're using that. It will be easy for people to go directly to your social media, to go directly to the landing page of your shop on your website. If you're telling them to purchase something, go directly to an article. If you're linking an article for that you want them to read, you know, anything you want them to look at, it will be easy to just swipe up. So if you have the capability of using that feature, use it. Next is, make your page a business profile so that you can track your insights. So in order to do that on Instagram, you do have to have your page as a business profile, and having it as a business profile doesn't just mean that you're selling things. You have to actually go in your settings and turn it on to a business profile, and then also you have to connect it to a Facebook account. You don't have to use the Facebook account. It can be a personal Facebook account, or create one just specifically so you can run insights and ads, but you have to connect it to a Facebook, and then from that point on you can look at your insights. Insights are important because you can see what posts your followers are gravitating to, what got the most likes, what got the most comments, if people from other places are coming to view it, or how many. It also shows you how many people are viewing your profile in that week, and it'll tell you if it's going up, down, round and round. Being able to view your insights is just very important when you're using your social media for your business, and when you're using it in hopes to gain sales and clientele. You want to be able to see, as a marketer for your business, what people are liking and what they aren't, so you can do more of what they like and less of what they don't. So make your page a business profile. That's another reason why for certain businesses you should have a separate business account and a personal account. For me, I do still post my blog posts and things like that on my personal account and promote my YouTube and everything like that, and promote everything I'm doing on my personal. But things that are strictly business, like for Young Stylish Lifestyle, I only post fashion news on that page. I don't post that on my personal social media. I might post my personal thoughts about certain things on my personal social media, but on Young Stylish Lifestyle account, it's only fashion news, only fact, not opinion. No opinion, all facts. Whether I agree with it or not, if it's fashion news, it's going to be posted on there. Now when you come to my personal page, if I feel a certain way about something, I'm going to say it on my personal page. Now Stylish Life Academy, all of those motivational everything that I'm posting, all those very long captions are specifically for Stylish Life Academy's Instagram. I'm not posting that on my personal Instagram page. I'll post it on my story saying, trying to direct my followers to that page, yes, but I'm not posting it on my feed, you know? So you want to make sure that things are in the places that they should be. I'm not saying that you have, like, certain businesses don't really require you to have a personal in a business, but I kind of suggest that you do sometimes, because you need to choose if you're gonna have a lot of personal and then a little business, or a lot of business and a little personal. But even if you're going to mix the two together into one page, you want to make sure that the things you're putting on that page are still professional and not doing too much. If you want to do too much, put it on your story or create a Finsta or something. But if you're going to have them together, we don't want to see one page where you promote and go buy your something from your hairline, and then you also posting you shooting at the gun range or you smoking weed on your page too. Like, it just looks tacky. So you just need to decide which one works for you. But using whatever as a business page, like my personal page is the only one that's set up as a business page. My other two pages are not, but I will probably in the future set it up as that, because only reason why I did that is because when you come to my personal page, I promote so much that you're going to be directed to my other two and my website. So it's okay, but I'm definitely going to probably turn, you know, the Stylish Life Academy and the Young Stylish Lifestyle into business pages. It's just that I will have to create different Facebook accounts for each, because the one thing I will say that's a con to me is that you can't use the same Facebook page for different pages for a business profile, which I guess makes sense, but in my case I wish you could, because Young Stylish Lifestyle does have now that I think about it, it does have a business Facebook page, which is, I think, is what is connected to my personal page. But I don't know if I could connect my personal Facebook account to my business. I don't know. But that'll be something I have to check out. But I definitely suggest turning your page into a business page and turn on your insights so that you can see what people are liking and what they are not. So also comment on other people's posts. So I'm getting more into doing this. I'm not saying go comment on the shade room is getting you anywhere, because I don't even comment on the shade room. I don't even really comment on like celebrities posts, like, at all. But like people who are inspirational to me, which is really all I follow on my social media, women that are empowering, that I love, that are bosses, I'll comment on their stuff. I might say, oh, that is cute, blah blah blah. But by commenting on different pages posts allows for people to see your page. So I know everybody go through comments of posts. When you're posting, that allows people to wonder, oh, who is this person, who is that person, and they're looking to see what you're doing. Or the person who's posted this might even respond to you. But yes, comment on other people's posts, be engaged on social media with other people. Don't just expect for people to come engage with you. You have to engage with others as well. They might not be following you and will follow you. Like one page that I follow, they were asking a question about like, where do you get your news or something like that, fashion news or something. So it's not something I would usually do, but I stepped out my comfort zone and I commented my Young Stylish Lifestyle page, and guess what, they responded to me and they followed the page. So there we go. It is very beneficial to you. Even if it's not in your comfort zone, try to get out of your comfort zone, because social media is to be social. Yes, it's to promote your business and get sales and do this and do that, but you also want to build relationships with other people who aren't just your customers, but could be potential friends in the future, or potential collaborations, or potential connections, or potential people that could be in your network. Like, you want to promote with other people. If you see somebody on Instagram and you feel like, oh, I like her so much, I feel like we relate a lot, you can, if you want to, DM that person and be like, oh, I would love to be friends, blah blah blah. You just never know if they might be in agreement to it. You want to know how it's crazy how many people have met on Instagram before it was so huge, or like the community of people I follow personally who like maybe from my city and everything like that, how many people met on social media. You'd be surprised. But next is be available on many platforms and in many mediums in case one fails. So I know that I said that I focus a lot on Instagram, but I do make sure that I have a presence on other social medias as well. So Twitter, I'm present on Twitter. I post, it is my personal Twitter where I post things that are my opinion, but I do promote my businesses on there as well from time to time. I don't do it as often as I used to, but my Facebook, I don't post on there super often, but it is still up to date, you know. So it is connected to my Instagram and things like that, so I can directly link. But you do want to make sure you're on all platforms, and even if it's not just like, let's say for instance, let's say you're on Instagram, right? You want to make sure that you are able to create content in different mediums too. So yes, you have content on Instagram and you have visual content, but you want to make video content too. So you want to have a YouTube presence, you want to have a website presence, people who are going to your website and not just your social media. Like I said, other apps you want to have a presence on. You might want to have a presence on, I think those are the only ones I can think of, but for me, I have a presence on, yes, Instagram, of course, Twitter and Facebook, but also other mediums that I have content on is I have a blog, I have a YouTube channel, I have what else I got too much. I have a blog, I have a YouTube channel, yeah, so I have those different things that allow for me to make different content, that if you miss my content on one thing, it's on another thing. So if you didn't see my content on Instagram, it's definitely on my YouTube channel. Or if you seen a little clip of something on my Instagram, you definitely can see the rest on my YouTube channel. If you've seen a little bit on YouTube, you'll get more of an in-depth story of certain things on my blog. So I have those different mediums that if one falls down, I got something else to lean on. If Instagram fall apart, I still got YouTube. If YouTube fall apart, I still have my website, you know, and then things like that. A lot of people, if they have a website, they also put their videos on their website. I don't have my videos on my website, but you can do that too. But you also want to, like I said, be in different mediums, okay? Especially if you're like an influencer or a blogger or something like that, you might want, if you have a business, you might want to create a YouTube channel showing how you package your products, maybe do vlogs and day in the life to show other entrepreneurs, I'm doing this and that, this is how I did it. But you know, having that presence in many different forms so that you never lose hold of your people. So next is try to introduce yourself to people you may get new connections. So like I just said before, I won't go too in depth because I just did, but connecting with other people on social media, commenting to them on their posts, DMing them, having conversation. You know, you might have these friends on social media that you've never met in person, but y'all are real cool on Instagram. I have that too. So you want to introduce yourself to people. You want to follow new people who may not be doing what you're doing, but they may be, you know, inspiring to you or motivational to you. You want to create those connections and meet new people, because yes, also get out in public and meet new people. Get off the phone and get out somewhere. Go network, go places, meet people. Hello, here's my business card or not. Here's my phone number or not. But hey, I meet you. Hey girl, wow. You know? So introduce yourself to people on Instagram, make connections, but also go out in person and make connections and meet new people. Put in the work. So that is one of the biggest marketing things that you can use, not even when you're just first starting out, but forever. Put in the work. Like I said, you stay down until you come up. You may feel like you've been so consistent and you're not reaping the benefits of the work you've been putting in, but just stay down till you come up. Keep working and it will come eventually, hopefully sooner than later. But even if it is later, keep working. Like I said, sometimes it takes people 10 years to get that groundbreaking moment, or the moment where they were just pushed to really get the things that they've been hoping for. So put in the work, don't stop, keep grinding. Like right now, I want to be taking a nap, but I done sat here and been recording this video. My camera done shut off on me 3 times because it died, and I sat here waiting for the camera to charge. I done got up, got in the shower, got myself together, did 2 videos. I'm still about to go to the gym. So having discipline and pushing yourself to do the work even when you don't want to, because I promise you I don't want to, but I know what the bigger goal is for me, so I continue to put the work in. You have to even when no one's clapping for you, put that work in, because you have to cheer for yourself. You have to be your biggest supporter to make sure that you get things done, because people may not see the vision, but you see the vision that you have for your life. So put in the work. You will get nowhere if you don't put in the work. I don't care if you are popular on social media. You won't get nowhere unless you put the work in, period. I don't care if you have a good product or you have cool marketing. If you don't put the work in, it doesn't matter. Use what you have. That was the point of the entire video. Use what you have to get what you want to get. Don't say, I'm gonna wait till I got this, I'm gonna wait till I got that. Use what you got and work at it and get better as you keep going. I started my YouTube channel with a makeshift selfie stick, my iPhone 6, and the storage bins to get the height. Now I have a ring light, a tripod, multiple tripods, a camera. I got my camera probably 5 months after I started my YouTube channel, because I knew what I wanted. Paid for the camera, all this stuff, you know. So you just gotta do it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That goes back to the word of mouth marketing. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and they gonna tell a friend, and they'll tell a friend, then they'll tell a friend. Now all they friends are purchasing from you, booking you, wanting to know what you're doing on social media, and now they follow you. Make sure that your reputation is good, that you are good to people, that you provide good service. But the biggest thing is that you are a good person. You don't want to be that person that can't even interact with people, but all you want to do is promote your business. Like, no, you need to be able to actually have good conversation with people, be interactive, be likable, be personable, do good work, and I just said that. Have business cards to give out. Yes, we have social media at hand, but yes, business cards are still important. You never know, everybody's phone could be dead, but now you can't talk, now you can't get their contact because everybody's phone dead. So you want to make sure you have business cards, because you giving somebody something tangible to remember you from. They can get 15 people's social medias at that networking event and not even remember you after that event, because they got so many people, you know. But with that business card, they remember that they have that business card. So do both. Give that business card, but also do social media. But do get some business cards. I know it's not as popular as it used to be, but make sure that you have some business cards to give. Also, attend free or cheap events. I go to so many events that it don't make no sense. I go to free things. I go to things that cost if it's worth paying for the ticket. And I think I touched on this before. Don't be buying stuff if you don't need to buy it. Don't pay for events and workshops if you don't need to go. If they can't help you for free, they probably can't help you by paying for a ticket. So go to things, get out the house, get off the phone, have a good time, be present in the moment, and just enjoy. I hope that you guys enjoy all of these tips. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I want to get these numbers up. Make sure that you like this video, tell a friend to tell a friend, and turn on your post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.